Victor Conti says, and I quote, in my opinion, it was IMO. That's where we are, class. Stay with me. IMO. That's where we are. Come read with me. In my opinion, Ryan Garcia was simply not the same fighter on May 2nd, 2025 that he was on April 20th, 2024. That was his opinion, and I think he's entitled to it. He said that Ryan Garcia wasn't the same fighter. In other words, is when Ryan Garcia fought on May 2nd, 2025 against Rolly Romero, his performance was lackluster compared to when he fought Devin Haney on April the 20th, 2024. I got a question on that. When I said that Terrence Crawford looked different in his performances before he got with Victor Conti in the snack program, how come people was criticizing me? I'm just asking the question. Don't get mad at me. People were insulting me for saying that Terrence Crawford's performances looked extremely different between the time he was without Victor Conti in the snack program all the way up until the time that he was in it, fighting Errol Spence Jr. So when Victor Conti come out and say Ryan Garcia's performance looked different from May 2nd to May 2nd, 2025 to compared to April 20th, 2024, he don't get the same treatment that I was getting. And I got another question on that. Since we're talking about Ryan Garcia's performance on May 2nd, 2025, and it was lackluster because Ryan Garcia wasn't on Oscar, how do y'all know? You ain't gonna find these questions nowhere else. I'm gonna ask that question again in layman's terms. The test results for none of the athletes that competed on Friday, May 2nd, it didn't even come out yet, did it? Now, y'all correct me if I'm wrong now. Did the testing results from any of the 6 professional boxers that competed on May 2nd, did they come out and be made public yet? No, they haven't. So how does Victor Conti know, or Bill Haney know, that Ryan Garcia wasn't on Ostarine or any other PEDs this time around? I'm going somewhere with this. I want somebody to walk into my trap. I'm talking about my haters. I want my haters and subscribers who be hating on me, and my detractors and spies that don't subscribe but just be viewing. I want my counterparts, other content creators who be stealing my talking points, who be hijacking my content, them. I want them to walk into my trap. I'm going to ask the question again because y'all don't even see the setup. Where the Roller Tape family when I need them? There they go. They in the chat. Roller Tape film crew. Watch this. Watch how I walk them down. Look, check this out. I'm going to ask that question again, and then I'm going to give you, here we go. Stay with me. May 2nd, 2025 is when all 6 of the professional boxers competed. Y'all with me, right? Okay, good. Let's stay on Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia competed on May 2nd, 2025. Victor Conti's in the tweet saying that Ryan Garcia's performance looked worse, basically, than it did when he fought Devin Haney on April 20th, 2024. According to Victor and Bill Haney, it's because Ryan Garcia wasn't on Ostarine this time, but he was the last time. My question is, how do y'all know? The test results didn't even come out yet. The test results for none of the 6 fighters, including Ryan Garcia, who competed on May 2nd, it didn't even come out. It wasn't made public. How do y'all know that Ryan Garcia wasn't using PEDs or Ostarine in this fight? Let me tell you why I'm asking that question. Because if you're just looking at Ryan Garcia's performance as the barometer And if that's the standard that you are using, even though you have no evidence whether or not he tested positive for Ostarine or PEDs in this fight on May 2nd, then how come I can't use that same formula? Y'all don't know what I'm talking about? Roller tape film crew, stay with me. Watch this. When I told y'all Terrence Crawford performance looked different against Sean Porter, David Evanesian, and more obvious, Errol Spence, you know what people was telling me? You don't have any evidence of any PED usage. You're insinuating. Terrence Bud Crawford never failed the drug test. He never tested positive in none of those fights that you're talking about. So you're just assuming, you're accusing. What? I'm basing it on the same standard that Bill Haney and Victor Conti is basing it on with Ryan Garcia. They don't have any proof and evidence that Ryan Garcia is not on Ostarine or PEDs now, do they? Did his test results come back negative yet? I'm just asking a question. They're just assuming that Ryan Garcia is not on Ostarine and PEDs this time. You know why? Because they're using the eye test. They're just using what they see based on the performance. And there was a drop in his performance on May 2nd, and then looked like an enhancement of his performance on April 20th, 2024. So if they can use the eye test with no evidence of the testing results for PEDs or steroids, then how come I can't use the eye test when I say Terrence Crawford looked different? Ooh-hoo-hoo! Marty Matlock is in the building now. You know, my friends used to tell me back in the day that I should become a lawyer. I never took them up on their offer. And people still tell me today I should be. The bottom line is this, because the prosecutor is here now. If it's okay for Victor Conti and Bill Haney to use the eye test to compare fights between April 20th, 2024 and May 2nd, 2025, then how come I can't use the eye test from all the fights that Terrence Crawford had before he fought Sean Porter? Because those fights, he wasn't with the snack program. You don't know what I'm talking about? Remember a year before he fought Sean Porter, when he fought Kell Brook? Kell Brook was beating him to the punch and puffing his eyes up. Y'all remember that? Remember when Terrence Crawford fought Mean Machine? What's his name? Mean Machine Aglaskovas? I don't know how to pronounce his last name. I know who I'm talking about. The guy who landed that big punch on the inside on Terrence Crawford. And Terrence Crawford dropped to his knees, and the referee did not count it as a knockdown officially. Y'all remember that? I'm just asking a question. Don't get mad at me. Y'all remember them fights where Terrence Crawford starts slow? You know when Gamboa rocked him at a different weight class. Yuriokas Gamboa. When he made Terrence Crawford do the stinky leg. Y'all remember that, right? Okay. But then when he got with Victor Conti and the snack program, for some odd reason, he seemed to be enhanced in his performances. Now, somebody's going to get mad at me, and I was waiting for you to get mad, because I got a whole crew, thousands of members of the Road to Tape film crew. They're here right now, and they're going to watch the replay of this if they're not. And they remember this on your screen. Go on and look at it. Y'all remember this? I'm going to read it to you if you can't see it on your screen. This is from Snack System. That's Victor Conti's snack program. This is their IG channel. Now, of course, they may have more posts and more followers and more following numbers, but this is what I screenshotted 2 years ago, but I'm going to put it on the screen right now. It's on the screen. Go and look at it. I'm going to read it to you. Snack System. This is their description. I'm reading it right here. Victor Conti's sports nutrition company. Snack offers products that improve your level of fitness, help lose fat, build muscle, and enhance performance. Hmm. Terrence Crawford performance was enhanced, wasn't it? When he fought Sean Porter, wasn't it? When he fought David Ebenezer, wasn't it? And when he fought Errol Spence, wasn't it? That's the 3-fight process that I use. Now, if we're using the same standard that Victor Conte and Bill Haney is using against Ryan Garcia's performances, well, that means I'm in the clear. I can use the same standard, the eye test, the barometer, to determine whether Terrence Crawford's performance was enhanced when he got with Victor Conte's snack program compared to all the fights he had before November of 2021. Because that was the fight that he fought Sean Porter in. Okay?